Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. This is Tracy Brown, your trauma-informed dietitian and intuitive eating expert. And this week I want to talk about when we don't know what we need. And that's a very common therapeutic question that people like me will ask. Whoever is on my video screen is, what do you feel like you need right now? Or what do you think you would need to help you? And some people often are like, I don't know. And really what we'll see is just like this spinning kind of stories of different wheels kind of spinning of something around food, movement, not being able to slow down, not sleeping well, just feeling chronically stressed. There's all kinds of things going on. And you can imagine if you're spinning a bunch of different circles of, I don't know how to feel better. I don't know what's going to change it. I think one of the best things we can do is just stop. Stop thinking, and from our wise mind, our adult mind, be able to separate ourselves from, I've got to make all this get away for me and fix all this right now, and really start to look at like, okay, what are the basics? And most of us know the basics. Most of us know the basics. If I eat regularly, we're talking 3 meals plus snacks a day, that we're more likely to get our bodies more on board with improving our gastric motility, our metabolism, our ability to notice signals of hunger and fullness. We know that's a basic step, and yet sometimes when we're in the midst of all the balls or the plates spinning, we forget. Okay, so let's talk about some more basics. Regular meals and snacks. If you're like, I don't know if I'm, what else I need? Well, what are some other basics? We know we need shelter. We know we need water. We know we need sleep. And above that, of course, we know that connection is really important, but we'll talk about that in Wednesday's video. But today, let's talk about the basic needs. And to be able to get really clear about what's triggering this, what's causing this, sometimes we just do the basics, which is get in regular meals and snacks. And no matter what's going on in our day, we don't really make there be reasons why we can't get it done. We really settle into something is better than nothing, and then we start to optimize. So regular meals and snacks, some way of getting in enough fluids, literally whatever you got to put in that water, make it drinkable for you. Because if let's say you're getting like fatigue or dehydration headaches, and then you feel like that maybe something's wrong with you, or maybe our brain goes into all these, well, what's wrong with me? And it could be as simple as like, well, how's your water, right? If you recognize that, look, I'm not sleeping well, I'm having, I can't get to sleep or stay asleep, or I'm having nightmares, really take a look at like, look, what am I consuming all day long? What am I watching? What am I listening to? And am I procrastinating going to bed because I'm dreading the next day, for example? I think we just got to put a boundary there of like, I just got to slow this day down and put a bedtime on myself. Really, really, really basic stuff. And then from there, you can see like, oh, I'm having these, it's not because it's food, because I'm not, like I'm eating mostly from hunger and fullness, or if I'm not even sure if I'm eating from hunger and fullness, but I know that I'm eating regularly. And that's a really good start. And then you can look more clearly at like, I'm still really like thinking about food a lot, craving food a lot. Okay. Then we can go to the next step, which is, where is my emotional hunger and fullness? Where's my physical hunger and fullness? And it's like, no, I really just think if I had a couple more bites, I'd be good. Okay, now I see we're working on deprivation-driven eating from all the things I wouldn't let myself have. So you're really just looking at like, is this want for food late at night about, if I look at my whole day, I can see where, this is really just about not getting needs met, and I'm trying to get all that done at night. Then you can start to assess, like, where am I missing? What's wrong? What's happening? But the basic is eat regularly, and probably even eat more than you think you should, because then you'll probably actually feel your edges. Water, the same kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things, Mary, where we start to look like, is it stress? Is this like hormones? What is happening? And then you're like, well, wait a minute. I'm not even doing the basics, which is drinking enough water. Start with something simple, and then you can go to the next level. Because this video really is about like, when you feel like everything's out of control and you don't know what you need, start with the basics, And then we can get more nuance. Is this issue a little more deep physical issue? Is just some emotional? Is this mental? Is this even spiritual? What's going on here? That, no matter, it seems like I'm trying to think myself out of this, but I'm not really taking some action steps to get some relief. All right, so we're going to start with that today. And I want you to take the next couple days to okay, what are the basics that I'm maybe neglecting? What are the basics that I might be neglecting? And so Nala here says, the sense of safety is basic for me. Okay, well, Nala, I would say that where are there some ways in your day where you can get to more safety? I think that's huge. That's kind of the next level. We're going to talk about physical safety, obviously very important, but a lot of us really struggle with, it feels like, mental and emotional safety. And we're going to talk about that in Wednesday's video, but you can't really get there. Look at all our things. What's not being met? Where's the fear? Where's the grief? Where's the rage that's maybe even preventing you from drinking enough water, slowing down, eating enough food? If the food feels like you can't stop, then there's a level of what part is feeling too much grief, rage, fear that isn't allowing me to take in the care I have. So Nikki, feel your edges means where are you right now? So let's say you're watching this live on Monday. Okay, so it's Monday. Where are you in your day? Are you really grounded and landed in what you're doing? And just feeling really grounded and rooted in what you're doing this day, who you are, what values you're following. Are you taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What's happening right now? Where are your edges? And sometimes we need more or less support doing that. But yeah, where your edges are. Another example would be with some of the work we did here, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, is finding your edges, meaning with food. If you know that you have maybe a mild or moderate, let's say, lactose intolerance, and it's not like you don't ever have to drink or eat dairy again, is that you need to find your edges of how much can I eat today and still be okay? Because never eating dairy is going to feel like a diet, basically. And you want to figure out, what supports you in eating dairy when you really want to have it without feeling so restricted that you binge on it all and then feel extra bad, versus how much can I eat today and my gut be okay? What's your edge with that? So it's the same thing with this. It's what are your edges in your day? What's spinning and feeling so big that it's taking up all the space inside that you don't even drink enough water? Or if you have a meal plan and not following it, or if you know how to eat from hunger and fullness and you're letting the cares of this world take everything away from you to not even take care of yourself. So that's what we're trying to figure out with this video series this week. So I hope that explains some stuff to everyone here. Thank you, live people, for coming and bringing more nuance to this conversation. It's always really helpful to me to be able to riff off you, so we all heal in this in relationship as well. So thank you for coming. Those of you who watch in the replay, you can put replay below and pass this along to your friends, and you can discuss that between the two of you as well. That would be great. So thank you so much for watching, and we will be talking about it on Wednesday more. When you don't know what you need, where are those needs? How do you slow down to notice what you need to feel more mentally, emotionally safe? So today we talked about the pragmatic of the physical body. Where's your edges with that? And if I don't know what I need, what are your basics? And we're going to talk about what are your basics on Wednesday. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.